Welcome to Mirror Domains, and this is my live reaction for the Mandalorian Season 3 trailer. And I'm going to be watching it for an hour straight, guys. Yes, I'm a Star Wars fan. I love Grogu and Mando, so I thought you could join me, and I'll set this up for repeat for an hour, and let's get right into this, because, you know, I do like Mandalorian, and let's get it right.
People are scattered.
All right.
Our people are scattered like stars in the galaxy. What are we?
Here we go.
What do we stand for?
Mando. What do we stand for? Yeah.
Being a Mandalorian's not just learning about how to fight.
Grogu. There he is.
You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy.
I like how that ties in now to the prequels with that ship, right? Hey, there's one of those guys. Reef Karga. Oh, a little bit of rain. Are they going to, not Mustafar, what is that water?
I'm going to Mandalore.
Oh, they're going to Mandalore.
So that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
May the Force be with you!
Okay, she's back. Yeah, you know that she was coming back. That's fine. This is the way. On
There's
March
something
1st,
dangerous
guys.
happening out there.
Coruscant.
And by the time it becomes big enough for you to act, it'll be too late.
Okay. Oh, flashback?
Hang on, kid.
That's awesome. Bring it. Ooh, I'm gonna have to freeze frame this. We'll watch it on repeat, so we'll see it. Okay, so that wasn't Babu Freak then? It was just the same race as Babu Freak, right? Ooh, what was
This
that?
is the way.
Was that a Wookiee or something? So he's got his powers. Okay, guys, I'm gonna watch it for sure on repeat. I'm gonna mute it from now on so that you guys so that I don't get any copyright issues or anything like that. I'm gonna put the captions on and we'll take a look at this. I'm just gonna leave it on repeat. Don't worry, you guys will be able to follow along with this. If you haven't watched one of these live watch-alongs from me before, you know how this works, right? I can't show you the entire image, but I just need to have some kind of proof that it is playing in the background nonstop while I talk about it, while I break down what I saw. Seeing Carl Weathers back was really cool. Going to that water planet. What was the water planet on? Camino. Yeah, I thought it got shades of Camino in there. What I like about this is that it's not shy about the prequels, right? Like the sequel trilogy was. That was like one of their mandates when they made it. It was like, we can't put anything that'll remind people about the prequels. And it's like, no, Coruscant is an awesome place. Why not use it? You can totally use it. You guys can sort of still hear it playing in the background there. It is going, and I'm going to be keeping it on repeat here for the remainder of this hour. So what is the species of Babu Freak? What is that? What is that thing that jumps down there? It looks vaguely familiar. Some kind of... But yeah, Grogu using the Force. It just got me thinking there. How are people... Imagine if you never watched Book of Boba Fett. What would you... how would you know that how he got back? You kind of have to watch Book of Boba Fett. I wonder if there's going to be like a recap in there somewhere of them getting back together, right? Because you know that they do have that pairing, that father-son kind of pairing. Grogu has kind of paired with him. It looks like they go back to the armorer here, who kind of cast her out in Book of Boba Fett, right? But if that's Mandalore, that looks so awesome. This is the way. With the huge success of Mandalorian, how could you not go back to having that pair together, right? I don't know if it was always their intention to go back to have them be paired together, but with just the huge success that everybody liked to see these two together, it's kind of like, well, you kind of have to base the series around that now. I think it would have been better though if what do you guys think? If Grogu went with Luke and Zalian and Zelen, is that what it said there? And Zelen, we'll look at it the next time it loops through. And Zelen, is that the name of that race? That's Babu Freak? And Zelen? You guys will have to let me know in the comments. March 1st, guys. March 1st on Disney Plus. We will be streaming that here live on the channel. For sure. 100%. I thought there was an option here in the controls just to hit repeat and to loop it back, but I guess not. Ambient mode. What the heck is ambient mode? I thought I could put this on repeat, but guess I can't. I guess I can't. Okay, so I want to take a look at the one X-Wing fighter here. Is he on the same planet as Grief Karga? Because he was the one that was going to try to recruit Gina Carano's character, right? And have them be kind of like marshals, right? But that got canceled because of Gina Carano's tweets, which I still don't, I don't agree with that. Let her speak whatever she wants. Just don't, as long as she doesn't have like an entourage of those people that are kind of like always around her, let her still play the character, because I liked her character quite a bit. Okay, yeah, the Jedi Temple there. It looks like Grogu is going to remember a lot more about him getting out of the Jedi Temple, because it showed that sequence there with them all getting out. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play. Is it going to open the door for Anakin Skywalker to come back in some capacity? I don't know. That'd be kind of cool though. Season 3, March 1st, Mandalorian on Disney Plus. Yeah, we will be full live watch-alongs for sure. For sure. Okay, let me just think about something else here that I was thinking about. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful, that those shots of them in that old speeder, from Naboo, right? The Naboo fighter. Yeah. It all looks great. Absolutely fantastic. All right. Guys. Can I really do this for an hour? I don't know if I can or not. Geez. So I may be forgiven for my transgressions. Yeah, so he must be forgiven for his transgression. Pili Muto. This is the way. Okay, so I want to take a look at Coruscant. Looks fantastic. Was that the guy, when they showed that guy there, was that him from, he was the engineer, the cloner, right, that was getting his blood? I thought he died. Didn't he die? Oops. But all that stuff looks fantastic. Of them throwing down. And Zelen, it said there, right? And Zelen shouting. Now maybe that's that character's name. Well, that's cool to see him coming out, because Luke taught him how to defend himself, so he know how to do that for sure. No doubt about that. Towards the end of the show here, we will take a look at what people are saying in the comments section for this. Yeah. What we stand for. Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, that continues to play. Let me just conjure up any more thoughts here. What did you guys think about this trailer? Did you see it? Let me know in the comments. I know this is not necessarily the show that you thought you would see, but I thought I would try out something just a little bit different. If anybody joins me in the live chat and they call out a part that they want me to look at in particular, we'll definitely see it. Okay, so does Hayden Christensen come back in this? I think so. I think you can have a cameo. I just hope that they have a better job of de-aging him than they did for Obi-Wan. But yeah, there is a flashback to Order 66 for sure in there, right? For sure, I would say. Yes. Yeah. Very interesting. All right, guys. Let's talk about some other things while this just keeps on loop. See if I can have the concentration to do this, because it's kind of hard. It truly is. Yeah. Maybe I'll get bored of this by then. But at least it's going to be ingrained into my brain that this will be just on repeat. The Last of Us debuted on Sunday on HBO Max and on Crave, and had huge numbers. Is it going to be compared to Mandalorian? Well, Mandalorian's not going to be on HBO Max, but apparently it did have huge numbers on HBO Max. Of course it did. Everybody's talking about it. And I want to make a video today about shills and The Last of Us. Because people have come out and said, it's perfect, it's perfect, it's perfect. And it's like, you look down at their comment section of the videos of people who said it was perfect, it's perfect, it's perfect. And it's like, you're a paid shill, aren't you? And it's like, well, why are people saying that? It's because you just came out and said it was perfect, it's perfect, it's perfect. And it's like, was it perfect? Guys, I watched it with you guys. If I like something, I'll tell you that I like it, but I don't come out and say that everything about it is perfect, especially if there's things in it that are kind of like, well, not perfect, right? I do want to get that and talk about that. But it's kind of hard not to talk about it while it's, while we're, yeah, that image of the Jedi there is fantastic. To get some flashbacks on that. Can't wait for that. All right. And Zelen cheering. So it does look like Grogu is going to have some bounty hunters on him then, right? I mean, I'm guessing that's what this guy is here. He's come to take a look at him or try to find him. Okay, maybe the replay functions are after this is done. No? All right. So I'll just hit the replay button there. Yeah. I'll just hit the play button, replay button. I'll just hit the replay button like that. The Last of Us had a big premiere. Trail's only House of the Dragon. Yeah, so it Last of Us, House of the Dragon is the #1. But then it's The Last of Us. So people really liked it. I liked it. I liked the first half more than I liked the second half, even though I know, James, the second half sets up the real story and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next weekend and enjoying episode 2 of The Last of Us with you guys for sure. Let me just move this poster up a little bit so that you guys can see just a little bit. I just want to make sure that you guys know that it is playing in the background on repeat. Did you guys watch The Last of Us and did you like it? Let me know in the comments. Because I did. I certainly did. Man. Okay, so there are droid robots in that little droid bar. Well, next time we go around, we'll take a look at that. See? This is why we watch it over and over again, because there's little details in there. And I'm sure there's going to be breakdown videos in there and stuff of people rewatching it. But yeah, we'll catch the droids at one point here as we go through it. The Trade Federation droids are in that bar. Okay. What else do I got to say about The Last of Us? Not much. Whoops. Not much. Yeah, I enjoyed it. What else is happening in the realm of movie and entertainment news? Black Panther 2 and Ant-Man 3 secure China releases. Did you guys know that? At Beijing lifts de facto ban on Marvel. So Black Panther 2 will get a little bit more of a boost at the box office because it's going to get some more international numbers in. That's cool. And I guess Ant-Man 3 is going to be opening up in China. It's safe for them to take a look at it. Okay, when we get up to the droid bar, Look in this side, look around here, and you'll see Federation protocol, or the Federation droid army robots. Okay. Come on. Show us. Oh, maybe I'll do it on the big screen, yeah. That looks so beautiful. So crisp. Okay, here we are. Looking. See them? Yeah, they're there. They're there. Interesting. Yeah, they're not shying away from the prequels, and that's good. Because there's still a lot of good ideas in the prequels, and I really enjoyed that. This is the way. And this debuted last night on a football game. Did you guys, like, it was like around just before 10 o'clock last night, my time, Eastern, that this trailer dropped on TV. Everybody had their live streams up. Well, not everybody, James. Just not get verbose or too extravagant here with my exaggerations, hyperbole. But Black Panther 2 in theaters in China. Okay, Ant-Man 3. Black Panther 2 will get a boost, maybe another 100 million, maybe. Ant-Man 3 will have another 100 million added to its totals. Neither of which I think will be billion-dollar films, but okay, good. Good for them. What else is happening in the realm of movie news? Top Gun Maverick had a look behind the scenes of how at the VFX, how they did some of the visual effects. Now, I know that a lot of the cockpit shots of them flying and taking off from and stuff like that were real, but there were some visual effects in there. They had to embellish it a little bit. So there's like a VFX reel out for that. Maybe we'll take a look for that later on of how they began to put all that together. Because I did like Top Gun Maverick. I thought it was one of the better films of last year. In fact, it was my second favorite movie of last year. And now that I got access to HBO Max, maybe if I can find a copy of that, I have to see what kind of streaming service that's on. Because I do want to watch that movie with you guys. Because we did watch The Batman, my favorite movie last year. We watched RRR together, and that was in my top 10. We watched Prey, that was in my top 5. We haven't watched The Northman, and The Northman's on Crave, so maybe we'll watch that. The Northman. Except there's some nudity in there that I'll have to be very careful of dancing around. Ooh, yeah. Because I liked The Northman. It was very poetic. Where are we? What are we? All right. Okay, so nobody is. It says stream is healthy. Viewer activity. Fine. Stream settings are fine. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Whoops. People should be here, but they're not. Nobody wants to watch The Mandalorian Season 3 trailer on repeat for an hour. Well, I'm enduring it, guys, and I'm enduring it for the entertainment value of nobody. Okay, fine. Maybe, well, it is what it is. Hey, I am trying to talk about movie news topics. It's just, it's kind of hard. It's getting distracting. Okay, what else happened here? Let me pull up an article here and see what else is happening on the side. Of course, that takes forever to load up. It's not happening. Chris Evans and Ana de Armas are going to be in a new movie release window teased from Dexter Fletcher. Ghosted. Oh yeah, that's right. They are going to be in a movie called Ghosted together. Ana de Armas. Yeah. Production kicked off in February 2022 and wrapped in May, but audiences may be getting a straight process film. Straight to process film. What are you talking about? Audiences are getting excited, but insight for the film progressed. I don't know. While speaking with Deadline, Dexter Fletcher, the director, offered an update on the project of Ghosted. Production is wrapped. I'm just putting the finishing touches on it now. It will be ready for April. I mean, I don't know if I'm even allowed to say that, but I've said it. Can Ghosted avoid Gray Man's failures? Gray Man Oh yeah, that's right, because Anna de Armas was in Gray Man as well, right? With Chris Evans. It was just boring. I tried to watch the opening scene of Gray Man. It was just too contrived, you know? I know a lot of people won't like me saying that, but you know, it was kind of like that movie. What was it? Was Will Smith and Margot Robbie were kind of like hustlers in a movie together, like grifting people. And it's like, people that look like that don't have to grift. They don't have to get down and taste desperate, right? They don't have to. And it was kind of like that for the Gray Man. It was kind of like, I don't believe that Ryan Gosling is an undercover guy, the way that you're presenting him. It was from the Russo brothers. And it was kind of like, what is this? He's bumbling around this nightclub, and it was kind of like, I turned it off after that. And I was like, Russo brothers outside of the MCU are not delivering, and it's kind of a bummer. They haven't won enough respect to win over the audience and from their other films. Because what else did they do? They did something with Tom Holland that also didn't do so well, right? And it's kind of like, well, nobody really else is. Are they good directors? They made billion-dollar films. Who knows? RR&R star NTR Jr. was introduced to top Marvel executives, Victoria Alonso, at the Golden Globes after party. Okay, so that one of the guys from RR&R, I think he was the guy who had the two ropes that he was trying to like hold the tiger through the forest. He was that guy, right? He was introduced to one of the Marvel executives at the Golden Globes, so maybe he's in talks to come up for a role in the MCU. That would be cool. He was good. He was really outstanding in RR&R. If you guys haven't seen it, go check my channel, my reactions for it out on the up on the channel, because I think people would like that for sure. We had lots of fun with that, except for the fact that people said, "Well, you're not really paying attention to it." Yeah, I am. I am totally paying attention to it. Just like the way I'm looking at this Mandalorian trailer that's on repeat in the background. I am watching it, guys. I'm just trying to be more entertaining than just sitting here going, for an hour. Yeah, that Jedi Temple. I can't wait for that scene. And it looks like they're doing the lightsabers the way that they did it in the sequel trilogy, where they actually did put light bars there. I don't like that, because it just doesn't look, I don't know, there's something about it that just looks like if they actually hit together that they would bend. Like you would as if it were, that's just a plastic tube with light in it, which it is. The Mandalorian. March 1st. And that's just like, 6 weeks away now? 6 weeks? 6.5 weeks? Like stars in the galaxy. Okay. What else do I got in the old repertoire of old movie news topics we can talk about? Aside from the RR&R star possibly being in a Marvel movie. Jeremy Renner apparently confirms that he's home from the hospital. Yeah, I saw that headline too. Because he was in that snow accident, right? Where he was trying to help somebody get out of the snow with his snowplow. And then it started rolling towards them or something. And he tried to get back in and it ran over his legs or something, right? Toppled him. Really painful by the sounds of what happened. Yeah, so he's confirmed that he's home. Good for him. He's on the mend. And that's always good to hear. So he had a post in response to an official Mayor Kingstown Twitter account. Because he's in the mayor of Kingstown, which tweeted in celebration of Paramount Plus. So yeah. He said, outside my brain fog in my recovery, I was very excited to watch episode 201 with my family at home. Okay. So that's on the Twitter there. Go check that out if you guys want to. Jeremy Renner, he's just great talent. And by the sounds of it, he's all around a good dude. And we wish him good health and a speedy recovery for sure. Mandalorian. Ooh, yeah. Cool. I'd like to sign that up for Disney Plus. Maybe we'll watch the Star Wars movies too, full live watch-alongs. I just wanted to save those because I want to have my process here refined to a point where people who are watching it with me, because I want to be able to stop and talk about certain scenes with the Star Wars. I think that'll be a very much different kind of style of watch along, because I'll want to stop and look at scenes and say, okay, see in this scene, look what's going on in the background here. This is what George Lucas was trying to accomplish with that scene and stuff like that. That's what I want to do with the Star Wars trilogy, because I've seen it so many times, right? And we'll do the prequels and the original trilogy. I don't know if we'll, because I don't really have that much to say about The Last Jedi. I've seen it 1.5 times, and I don't want to force myself to watch the Rise of Skywalker ever again, even though it's the one that makes most sense out of Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Rise of Skywalker makes the most sense, because at least they're giving us definitive answers about stuff, right? It was just an ill-conceived plan from the beginning. Ooh, we're only half an hour through this on repeat, guys. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing here. I really don't. What else is happening today, guys? What else do you got going? Are you going to go out and see a movie today on Cheap Tuesday in the theaters? Do you guys have Cheap Tuesdays in the theaters in the States? I'm just curious, because we got that here where it's cheap. You can watch it for like half price. It's just an incentive to try to get people into the theaters. And I was going to go see A Man Called Otto. So we'll see how that goes. What else is coming? Sandman. Sandman Season 2. We know that we're getting a Sandman Season 2. New Sandman episodes filming start window revealed by Desire actor Mason Alexander Park. So his brother or sister, I don't know. They have like Desire and stuff like that. We've seen them in the first season. The filming window is going to start this summer for Sandman Season 2, so that's cool. Yeah, Sandman, I said I like the second half of that season more than I like the first half. Because I just thought it was cool. But, yeah, there's some grandiose ideas in there about him being kind of like a god and him being able to help people but not choosing to at times. So, yeah. This is the way. Ooh. So this trailer is now 1:42 seconds. If we watch it for an hour straight, we're not going to watch it 60 times. It's going to be about 30 times, 35 times. I haven't been counting, but I guess, no, we've got about 32 minutes left, so we'll be watching it for another 20 times. Maybe 20 times. Well, I am a Star Wars fan, so that's why we are watching it, guys. And I'm just continuing to blab on and blab on and blab on while I watch Grogu and Mando. Okay, that's something else that I see in the headlines too. People call him Din Djarin. Well, that's his name, but I think everybody calls him Mando. How could you not? I want to know if Bill Burr comes back in this season. That would be cool. I want to see Bill Burr back, because he had a nice arc in Season 2, and I like how that kind of closed off, right? I like how that kind of closed off. Oh, ooh, mercy. All right, what else is going on out there besides stuff? Oh, yeah, there was a new trailer for Ant-Man 3. There was like a clip, right? Something called Home. Showed a lot more of Kang. We might have to watch that one after we watch this on repeat. Yeah. Okay. I'm not overly excited for Ant-Man and Quantumania. I'm not. I don't know. But maybe as we get closer to the time of it getting actually released, I will be a little bit more hyped about it. And when we're done here, I'll pull up the posters for Mando and make sure that that gets pulled up. I want to make sure that I can look at comments and see what people are saying. Maybe I can open up another tab of this. Duplicate. There we go. So I'm going to open up a different tab, and I'm going to scroll down and look at the comments while this plays for the for this trailer and read them off to you guys and see what the temperature of the room is and take comments for this, because that's the only way that I think we can go from here. As long as it doesn't freeze up like the way that it is. May the force be with you. Well, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes. That's best. What do you guys think are going to be some of the big revelations in this, right? I've loved all Ant-Man movies. Great cast, Paul Rudd. Good casting for Ant-Man. Yeah. What do you think are going to be some of the big revelations for this? Because I think, didn't they say that they wanted Mandalorian to be like around 5 seasons? I mean, it's one of those things where it can't overstay its welcome too much, right? I mean, how much can the story evolve of them being on the run? He's gone back to Mandalorian this season. Are him and Bo-Katan going to become enemies because she's got this lust for the throne? I hope not, because I like Katie Sackhoff, and I don't want to see her become the villain. I don't. I hope they don't go that route. All right. Let's see if I pulled up that other tab. We'll take a look at some of the comments section. Oops. Okay. Yeah. No, I hit pause on that, you guys. All right. So let's read some comments from the comment section of this trailer. It's amazing to see how far this series came, somebody said. Yeah, I like how Pedro Pascal's signature character role has become delivering a kid from point A to point B. Well, people are saying that because of The Last of Us, right? It's just kind of a motif of his. That's, well, it works. People like that. God, that shot of Coruscant, it'll always get me. I love it. I think it looks fantastic. Okay, some more comments from this video. I love how someone whose face is covered by a helmet can convey more emotions than those whose face is not. Yeah, well, that's just directing. That's directing style, right? Do we know who directed all these episodes? I hope. We know that Carl Weathers directed one episode. I hope Bryce Dallas Howard directed another episode, because all the episodes that she's directed were all fantastic. Yes, thank you. Give me 50 reasons of Grogu and his dad. Says somebody in the comments. Yeah, I guess they are very much like father-son, right? Pedro is now both a space dad and an apocalypse dad. Love that for him. Can't wait for this season. Yeah, and this Mandalorian season is going to bleed over into The Last of Us. It's going to be like the last 3 episodes of The Last of Us will be airing around the same time as The Mandalorian. March 1st, I got to take a look at the calendar here. March 1st is going to be on a Wednesday. So yeah, Mandalorians will be on Wednesday on the channel, and then Mondays will be The Last of Us. So there'll be some overlap there, but that's okay. Another comment here in this section says, The Mandalorian is such a great show. It got me into Star Wars universe and continues to be a peak example of how to tell a compelling story with the universe while playing true, meaningful throwbacks to the original series. And that's a really long comment that got a lot of thumbs up. Oh, here's one that's got lots of thumbs up. I love how the first couple of months of the year are filled with shows with Pedro Pascal being a dad taking care of a special kid traveling on a perilous journey. Yeah. So that's the motif that people have got, right? That Pedro Pascal helping out a young kid. But he's good at it. He truly is. Hang on, kid. Yeah. For 1 hour straight, guys. Yes, we are watching The Mandalorian. And so then I hope for God that nobody in the comment section says, James, did you watch the Mandalorian trailer? Yes, I did. For 1 hour straight. Unbelievable. Yes, I did. I like that last shot, though, of Grogu coming out with his arm up. I think we're slowly starting to shift to everybody calling him Grogu. I know a lot at the beginning because we didn't know his name for the first season, right? It wasn't until second season where we actually learned his name from Ahsoka. Everybody was just calling him Baby Yoda, right? Or Babbers. Yeah. I like her channel too. If you know what I'm talking about, she does good reactions. Okay. What else? Some more comments here from this video. Words cannot describe how much I'm excited for Mandalorian to return. I love seeing battle droids reemerge in the recent material. Good, yes. Somebody called that out too. We said that early on, right? Well, yeah, there's some battle droids in there. Even if they make small cameos, it makes sense due to the fact they built so many. Yeah, indeed. Somebody says it's most anticipated show of the year. Okay. Yeah, I think this is probably my most anticipated show of the year. Just a lot of praise for Grogu and Mando. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are absolutely killing it with Disney Star Wars. I'm absolutely loving it. That's got a lot of thumbs up for people. Yeah. So, guys, this is a very experimental hour for me. It is. I'm just trying out something different. Normally we do like movie news topics and stuff. Seeing if I can drive just like a challenge. Thought I'd try to do something on repeat. See if it draws a little bit more attention. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We went over most of the headlines today anyway. There really wasn't too much out there to talk about. And we'll probably go back to the normal format tomorrow. It's just everybody's going to be talking about it, so I wanted to give people the opportunity to come in and talk about this Mandalorian trailer. Just maybe because it's a normal work day during the week, people just are not. We do a normal movie news show live daily, 11 a.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday. But yeah, Arglass Viking says, I'd love to see the Mandalorian do a crossover episode with Ahsoka, Quest, and Thrawn. Yeah, me too. Because it did seem like Mando and Ahsoka. Oh, Ahsoka is my most anticipated. Is Ahsoka this year, though? If Ahsoka comes out this year, then it'll be my most anticipated because I want to see Grand Admiral Thrawn. Ezra is going to be in that as well, right? So, may the Force be with you. Yeah. So, cool. What else is happening out there in those comments? Let's see what we can get here. I don't know if it's just me, but this season just looks way better visually. It seems clearer and crisp. It does, because visual effects have come a long way. And I think, like, as they go along, guys, you know that they're going to refine the use of the volume. Like that sequence probably took place all on the volume. And they know the limitations of it now, I think, between all the shows that they've done, which kind of makes me think that I wish they waited a little bit more longer for Obi-Wan series. Because some of those shots on the volume for Obi-Wan were kind of like a little suspect. But it is what it is, I suppose. Did I miss a patch of hair here? No, I didn't. Sorry. Got a haircut this morning, so feels fresh. Oh, 21 minutes left in this hour. So we got about less than 20 viewings left. So what, 14 viewings left of Mandalorian Season 3 trailer. That looks awesome. Like, I'm sure there's going to be breakdowns of people looking at that shot of Mandalore. I'm going to have to go find like maybe like a Legends book of what happened exactly on Mandalore to see how much of the source material that was available to them they're drawing from, right? And making canon. All right, what else is happening in those comments sections, James? Love the show. Hopefully it will be just as good as the last 2 seasons. Yeah, it's been so long since the trailer made my heart race. It's been worth the wait. So a lot of people are liking it. I just Still early 2023. Pedro Pascal is in 2 of my most anticipated shows. Yeah, this is my favorite trailer yet. So excited. Yeah. And it debuted last night in a football game. Maybe Tom Brady's last football game as a quarterback. I don't think so. There's been talks about him maybe going to... Oh, what did I hear? It was a team out west. It wasn't the Rams. Yeah. Anyway. Sorry, I can't think of it right now. I'm just mesmerized by this trailer. All right, that's enough of the comments there. We went through all that. Basically, just a lot of praise for Pedro Pascal and them coming back and stuff like that. Violent Night is coming to Peacock. Violent Night. So, Violent Night with David Harbour is coming to Peacock. I think people will be wanting to see that. I went to see it. I kind of like meh. All right, when is the release date for Violent Night on Peacock? January 20th. On Peacock, Violent Night, David Harbour takes on John Leguizamo, who was in Mandalorian as well, because John Leguizamo and Dave Favreau are friends. So that'll be happening. This is the way. Yeah. Is Babu Frick in the Mandalorian trailer a similar race? Well, I think on one of our viewings of this trailer, we seen that, was it Anzelin? Anzelin is his race, I think. Or it's not Babu Frick. I don't think it is, because he's seen 2 of them there, right? Next time it comes around, we'll take a look at it. What is your thoughts on the Mandalorian? Do you like it? Well, I do like it. We did watch season 3 all together. I was thinking about it when I was putting together the watch-alongs and stuff like that. You can watch my evolution of how this all came together, because I think it was the first season I was like rough around the edges. I just posted myself sitting here like this, without that or this. I was just sitting here like that, and sometimes I would just post a picture here, and people are like, "No, don't post a still picture there." And it's like, okay, guys. I'll figure out how to use OBS and put in all these things and have it all cropped and nicely for you guys. But I do like Mandalorian, for sure. And I hope that Boba Fett gets some redemption. I do. Make him ruthless again, right? But like the color palette, people say that the colors in this look fantastic. It does. The show does look crisp. Like they refine this now, and it gets me excited to see more Star Wars content from them. After Andor, it can only go up, right? It can only go up. It can't come back down again, can it? Was it ever down though? From Star Wars shows, I think a lot of people will say that maybe Obi-Wan was the weakest, but I still liked it because of the nostalgia. And we got to see Hayden Christensen. But Mando is my favorite, I think. I like the run times for it. I like that it's not long. Like it's not an hour long. It's like 40 minutes, right? Perfect. That's perfect in my wheelhouse for watch-alongs. But we'll be watching it for sure. In just over a month. It's in the works, guys. What else is out there in the realm of movie news that perhaps I missed? Oh, by the way, Chris Schober, was it you that mentioned that there was the trailer that was available last night? Thank you very much for bringing that to my attention. I always appreciate that, because we're a community here, right? We're friends, right? Yeah. Ghosted. We know that headline. This is the way. Did anybody solve that Scream 6 crossword puzzle from yesterday? I want to know what the answers were, and did it reveal anything in the solutions? I'll have to leave that page up and see if anybody did, because there was kind of obscure clues to it as well, right? Argyle says, I hope the Mandalorian and the Armorer reconcile. I do too, because she cast him out, but it seems like he goes to her again here in this season, at least from this trailer. Chris Schober says, do you think that the CGI Luke Skywalker will be in season 3? I don't know. Is there going to be a reason for him to show up? Because he was only there to train Grogu. Or like mentor him. Can he come back? I think so. Like, he wants to make sure that Grogu's taken care of and he's not in danger, right? So maybe he'll come back in some fashion to save the day again for them. I don't know. But that can't happen too many times, otherwise people will be expecting it, right? They'll have to have a good reason for Luke to come back in. What alien race did Grogu throw with the Force? I don't know. At the end of the trailer? I'm not sure. But I do think that they'll reconcile. Because it looks like they're there, and Grogu's there with the Armorer. May the Force be with you. Okay. I'll try to get Babu Freak's race here.
Act. It'll be too late.
Can't remember which rank. We've just been watching it for like 20 times, James, and you can't remember where here they are. Yeah, okay, when he falls down. I'll get it next time. Yeah, just the same race. They're like a race of engineers, right? So he's going to have a bounty on him of some kind. There'll be breakdowns out there of people putting all this out. Stuff like that. Anything else happening in the realm of movie news? Let's go over to Movie Web and see what's happening there. Consecration trailer. Yeah. James Earl Jones trends as it's his birthday today, his 92nd birthday, talking about Star Wars here. Okay. James Earl Jones, the voice of Darth Vader, and he will be the voice of Darth Vader for the rest of time, guys. Happy birthday, James Earl Jones, because he's given permission for them to use an AI-generated voice for Vader and have it emulate his voice, which is cool. Oh, I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache here. 11 more minutes, and then this hour will be complete of watching Mandalorian trailer back over and over and over again. All right, so he falls down. Somebody falls down and you hear them. Yeah, there we go. This is the way. Indeed it is. Yeah, there really hasn't been too much on the way. Oh, you know what? You know what's on HBO that we should take advantage of before it comes out in March? Is the Scream trilogy. Scream trilogy's on there. Maybe we should do full live watch-alongs for the Scream trilogy every... No, I want to do... there's just so much I want to do. It's just so hard to get all the materials together and stuff. I wanted, we should do full live watch-alongs for the Scream series for sure. We'll have lots of fun with those as we build up to Scream 6, right? Channing Tatum is planning to remake Ghost. What? He might also star as the new version of Patrick Swayze. Channing Tatum wants to remake Ghost? Scream on a Saturday. Yeah. Scream on a Saturday would be cool. Whoops. If we did the Scream movies on Saturdays or maybe Fridays, I don't know. There's always time for that. I'm going to post the links to what's going to happen for our movie watch-alongs this week later on today in the afternoon after I have my breakfast. Byford the Hobbit says, hey man, how's it going? We're just watching the Mandalorian Season 3 trailer on repeat, back to back, all over in 3 hours, and talking a little bit about some movie news stuff like that. Try not to get a copyright claim or strike. Well, we're going to get a copyright claim regardless because we watched it for the first time through, all the way through the first time with you guys. But we've got about 9 minutes left of this hour of watching this for an hour. Oof. Chris Schober says, what are your thoughts? Do you think they will do Mandalorian Season 4 and, after Season 3? Well, yeah. Yeah, Chris. I said, I think somewhere along the lines, I heard that they wanted to try to do 5 seasons of Mandalorian. Because they got to be careful with it, right? They don't want to overstay the welcome. But if it's rating high, it's just hard to say. Like, where else can the story go, right? They would have to have a new invention in there. I guess it would depend on how well this season opens up the door with him dealing with other Mandalorians, right? And his interactions with them. Notice that we don't see Bo-Katan in this one. We hear them talking about Mandalore, but we don't see Bo-Katan. We see the other ones of the other Mandalorians, but you know, in that shot of them all walking up together and stuff, she's not there because you know that she wants the power, and she wants the Darksaber, but like she's not there in this shot, right? Okay, so 8 more minutes left of this on repeat. So 4 more times, I think. 4 more times and we'll be done. And then we'll go on and take a look at other stuff. I just want to make sure that I really got this down. Hey, I just wanted to try something different. Really, I did. Everybody's doing their trailer reactions. I put up my trailer reactions and it gets like 5 views. I don't understand it. And some good, I do good trailer reactions. You know, I do. Oh. That way you will never be lost. All right, what else is happening out there? Aside from Channing Tatum wanting to remake Ghost, Avatar 3 will change narrator from Jake Sully to his son Loak, James Cameron reveals. Okay. So, that's what we kind of figured that from Avatar 2, right? That like they were laying the groundwork in that story for the kids to eventually become the focal point, especially the older daughter who has the connection with Pandora, right? The Sigourney Weaver character. You know that that's where they're going. She's going to become the main character, but Loak was the younger son that didn't die. Sorry, spoiler alert. Again, I'm not going to worry about spoiler alerts for Avatar 2 because it's going to make $2 billion, which means people have seen it. People have seen it multiple times. They don't need to worry about the spoilers. Yeah. Like stars in the galaxy. Yeah, she's not here. You don't see Bo-Katan here. You just see a bunch of the other ones. So she must give him permission to be with them or something, right? Or is there another faction of Mandalorians that want to seize power? You might have to sprinkle a little clickbait titles. clickbait titles. Maybe. This is just an experimental show, guys. Normally, we'll go back to the traditional movie news format tomorrow. I just figured there weren't many headlines out there, so we might as well do this. But I'll pull it up later after this, after we watch this for 5 more minutes. Ow. But I've been pretty diligent of hitting the repeat button, so yeah. There's a challenge. Gabriel Luna on Ghost Rider Return. No, I don't know if that's going to happen. Although Gabriel Luna was in The Last of Us that we watched yesterday. This is the way. The Simpsons is the most popular series on Disney Plus. That's a series that I would love to watch with you guys. But I don't know. Velma. Oh, we can talk about Velma being a series. We talked about that yesterday. That because we said that Last of Us had huge ratings. Apparently, well, as much as people hate Velma, people who hate it and make hate videos of it, stop it. You're the reason why they're going to possibly renew it, because people are watching Velma just to hate on it, right? And somebody called me out on that yesterday when I was like, should I watch it just so that I can say that I watched it and I didn't like it? And it's like, no, that's bad, because that shows the numbers will show and reflect people are watching it. So despite what people are saying about it, we should make a season 2. No. If you don't like the way that something looked from the trailers, you should just not watch it. That's why I get confused when you see people making I hate, every 5th video they make, I hate Velma. Oh, I hate Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. Then why are you watching it? Right? If you hate it, the way that you tell the studio that you don't like it is that you don't watch it so the numbers don't go up, right? And if you don't like videos like this, don't watch it, right? It's kind of like YouTube knows how that works. You know how that works. But for some reason, they want to capitalize on the outrage and the anger of people. That's what they want to capitalize on. They could care less if it's about Velma. They just want to get people out there frustrated and angry. And it's like, watch my videos because I like to get frustrated and angry with you guys. And it's like, that's not, is that entertainment? Is it? No. And it's to everybody's detriment that people do that. But they do. Anyway, I'm kind of ranting. Sorry. Yeah. You can just choose the loop function in YouTube videos. I wanted to. I did. I was looking for it, but I don't see the loop function. They don't have it available on this one. Maybe I picked the wrong one. Am I not seeing it here, guys? Normally, yeah, you're right. They do have a loop function in order, down here on the panel. They got the autoplay button, but that just goes on to the next one. Right here. That's where it is. My bad. Why is it that in the last minute of me doing this, I finally figured out where it is? Thank you. I was like, God, I knew that there was somewhere. For crying out loud, James. Now you see. Why didn't I do that before? Should I stay and watch it for 2 hours? No. It was a fun little experiment. We did it. Now, next time I know. Next time I know. That's where the loop button is. It's not in that little command there. All right. We'll watch it one more time. And that will wrap us up for 1 hour straight of watching the Mandalorian Season 3 trailer. Nobody can ever doubt now that, hey, have you watched it? Yes, I have. Like stars in the galaxy. It's a galaxy full of stars. All right. I think that's all. This definitively will be the last time that we watch it. You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy. The one drawback about that smaller ship, though, as much as I like the Naboo design of the ship, it doesn't allow him to get up and move around to like a cargo hold or anything like that, like his old the Eagle Crest, right? Now it does allow him to be a little bit more agile. This is the way. And you're supposed to be a YouTube buff. How could you not know that that loop button was the right click? All right. Hang on, kid. Okay.
This is the way.
We're going to freeze frame that monster coming down here. Because there's something about the face of it that did look familiar to me. And that's it, guys. That's a full hour of me watching the Mandalorian Season 3 trailer back to back. Let's go in here and freeze here. Take a look at that monster as it jumps down. Because it's got... I thought it had looked like maybe it had 4 eyes. It does have 4 eyes, right? I don't know what species that is. It could have been maybe something from like the holiday special or Christmas special or something, or a cartoon. It wasn't anything in Jabba's palace. Actually, pretty hyped for this. It should be in the theater. There's not a television big enough, no. But yeah, this is a volume set. That's the volume back there behind that. But that's fine. It is what it is. Okay, guys, that's me watching the Mandalorian trailer back to back. Whoops. That's my desktop. That's a Harley Quinn cosplay. Yeah, that's a Harley Quinn cosplay. Let's just see if I can pull up my browser here. Change browsers. Change browsers, James. No? You're not going to allow me to change the browser, you OBS? I want to pull up the posters. There we go. Yes? Yes? No? Okay, good. Yeah, there. Good. Finally. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, MCU Phase 5 teased a new trailer. Kang showing off his powers. Let's take a look at those posters. There it is, right there. Mandalorian poster. Good. I don't think he'll get any more upgrades in his armor. I like how somebody kind of put all of these together here for us to see. Oh no, that's not gonna... Okay, so I can't scroll that over. Bummer. Yeah, but you can see all 3 of them there, side by side from each season thus far. Let's see if I can get rid of my camera crop. So yeah, you can see it a little bit better there. You can still hear me talking though, at least. Just the evolution of the posters there. I think that's cool. That's cool. It must be a callback bounty hunter or something from Mos Eisley Cantina. Maybe that could be. Was it one of those monsters from the Cantina? Yeah. Star Wars monster with 3 eyes. Star Wars... Or, sorry. 4 eyes. Was it one of these things? Yeah, there was one of those things, right? See if I can open up that. Yeah, that. Was it? No, because it was a little bit more, it didn't have fur on it, But this has 4 eyes. Huh. I don't know. Somebody will get it out there. Let me throw up my old YouTube page here and see if anything else, any trailers have dropped. Since we got a copyright claim on this as it is, see if any other trailers have dropped. And deal with it as it is. Because I think that clip from Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, is just like a minute of the film. It's not really a trailer. No other trailers. No other big movie news. Right? Well, we talked about most of the stuff. Didn't we? Bob Chapek's Disney severance deal valued more than $20 million. What? Chapek gets more than 20 million bones for being fired? Man, I wish I got that when I was fired from Arby's. Yes, because I was in charge of making the horsey sauce, and I spilt it all over the place. I was fired. Tragedy. I know. But it is what it is. Chapek, $20 million. God, it's ridiculous. Like, how does that make sense in any world? Yeah, you were in charge. You're being fired. Here's $20 million for your. It's like, I don't understand that. You don't. Whatever. I'm not gonna stand here and gripe over things that really don't affect me that much. Logan Lerman on Cathartic series. Sally Field. Oh yeah, tonight is the Night Court reboot, right? On NBC. I'm gonna have to set the old TV to record that. John Larroquette still has it. Melissa Rauch, right? Now I want to see James the movie. Yeah. Melissa, she was in Big Bang Theory. She was on The View the other day too, talking about this series. I'm gonna have to remind myself to record that, set that up to record tonight, and I'll maybe do. I don't know. I'm not gonna do a post show for it or anything, but I'll give you guys my thoughts about it tomorrow, because it was a series that I was looking forward to, just to see what was going to happen with it, how they're going to try to evolve the show, because she's the daughter of Harry Stone, and he's dead now. Harry Anderson. May he rest in peace. Cool. All right, guys, that's it for me today. We've got a little bit overtime. I don't have anything scheduled for the afternoon, so we'll have to see. As I said, I'm going to post our retro trailer. Our first retro movie this week will be on Thursday afternoon. It will be a Reese Witherspoon movie, and I can let you know which one that's going to be, actually. Tubi. It's going to be a Tubi show, so everybody's going to be able to watch it along with us. Just pull up your copy of Tubi on your browser, and you'll be able to follow this movie along with me, because it was a request. What was it? It was a request. Man in the Moon. Clocks in just over an hour and 39 minutes. Somebody watched our full watch along of Where the Crawdads Sing and said, James, you got to check this movie out with Reese Witherspoon. Well, I am a Reese Witherspoon fan, so on Thursday, guys, Tubi, we'll be watching this movie, Man in the Moon. Reese Witherspoon, very early in her career. Looking forward to it. I'll post the thumbnail for that up later on today on the channel and get that set. And this Saturday, I'll post a poll for this Saturday's horror movie. Okay? Yeah. Cool. All right. That's it. Hit your thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe. I'll see you next time on Mirror Domains.